For our first New Year's craft, we're going to take this bowl that I got at the Dollartree, and I have these beads. You can use this as a punch bowl. I'm going to use it as a centerpiece. So first what I'm going to do is, my theme is gold and silver, so I'm going to glue my jerry beads, that's what I call them, around the outside of my bowl, because the bowl is silver and I'd like my everything to be silver and gold for these crafts that I'm doing for New Year's. So as you can see, I am just going around the top edge with the beads and putting glue on the top. I'm only doing a little at a time. And you want to make sure they're secure, kind of straight. You don't want it all wonky. And I'm going to continue around my bowl. So this is going to be in the center of my table for New Year's. Now if you feel that it's not straight, you can take it off and re-glue it, or you can just continue around. You can do as many layers of your beads as you'd like. So far I've used, this will be one strand of the beads, okay? And then I'm going to use more, and I will come right back. Okay, now I need my silver. I put greenery around the inside next to my foam and started cutting some of my flowers down to a decent size. So I am going to continue to be putting my foliage into my centerpiece for New Year's, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm going to be honest. It pretty much looks like it's for Christmas. So I added some of the beads. Now, to make it look like New Year's, I have these party hats. They're like an iridescent color. And I have these ribbons. So I'm going to rip most of this off. Put some glue on the back. Hot glue. Take my hat. Put it on my hat. Squunch it around. Try not to burn yourself. Okay, so here's what your little party hat looks like now. And then I'm going to put it in with my display to make it look more like it's for New Year's. Now, I have these straws, silver and gold. They're paper straws. And I have these blowy things. I don't know what they're called. So, I'm going to put some glue in here. I'm going to stick my straw into the end, just like that. Push it in as far as it'll go. And I'm going to stick it in. I think that adds to making it look more like New Year's. So I have a couple of the blowy things. I have a silver hat with the gold bow on it. And I have the beads. So this is going to be my festive New Year's centerpiece. Now, if you have a centerpiece that you use for Christmas, you could use it for New Year's by just doing what I did with these little hats and stuff and sticking them in there. Okay? The little blowy things. I don't know, I call them blowy things. But I think this is really cute. It'll be my centerpiece for New Year's Day. For this craft, I have these two little vases. They kind of look like milk pourers, but two vases. I also have my beads. So what I'm going to do is, I got these in the party section at the Dollartree. Undo the little snap, and I have the gold. The silver does not have a snap, and I'm going to cut the silver right there. I'm going to put the silver beads around this part and the gold around that part to make it a little festive. So what you're going to want to do is put glue around your little vase and wrap your beads. And you're going to want to keep going with your beads. You don't need a whole bunch of glue, and just glue when you're done at the very end. Okay? Now I'm going to do the gold. I'm going to take the plastic piece off. This plastic piece. That is not easy to take off at all. Once you get that off, I cut it off, just so you know. And then you're going to go with the next vase all the way around. Then you're going to get your beads and put them in the glue. Try not to burn yourself. Like I said, you do not have to continually put glue on it. You're just going to wrap it around till you run out of beads. Just to snazz it up a bit. Glue off the last piece. Now you could do your whole entire vases with the beads. I'm not going to. I'm going to get my Mod Podge, and I have silver glitter. It's called Unicorn Disco. And I have gold stars confetti. So, of course, I'm trying to find my gold star confetti. I had it earlier when I was doing the craft. I'll have to find it later. So what I'm going to do is, on the gold one, because I want to mix it up a bit, I am going to take my Mod Podge, take my paintbrush, and this will dry clear. And put a generous amount on, and you can do the top also, like I'm doing. And then put that down. Take my glitter and sprinkle it on my vase. My suggestion to you is, when you're done, put Mod Podge over it once it's dry. That will take a bit. So as you can see, I have it on there. Now I'm going to turn off my camera, look for my stars that I've misplaced, and be right back. So jazzed, I found my star confetti. Yay me! So I'm going to take the silver beaded vase, and I'm going to put Mod Podge, a generous amount, on said vase. It will dry clear. You just got to give it time to dry on my vase. And then I have this confetti, just so you know. When it gets loose, oh, it's kind of like glitter. It's everywhere. Oh, just like that. It wasn't that lovely what I just screwed up. Sorry about that. But, so this is what it's going to look like with your stars on it. So I am going to turn the camera off and finish putting my stars on here. This is how your glitter vase with the confetti will look when it's dry and done. Isn't that lovely? I think it's lovely. Here's the gold and silver one. Very snazzy. Very, very snazzy. Easy to do, very cost effective to add a little glam to your New Year's. Now what I'm going to do with these, I bought these straws in silver and gold. So I'm going to stick the silver ones in the one with the silver beads. Then I'm going to put the gold ones I have this one. I gotta find the rest. Apologies. They're over here on my table. And I have the gold straws. I'm going to put them in this vase with the gold beads. So I think that adds a little bit more pizzazz to your New Year's. Okay, to jazz up these little champagne cups, glasses, whatever you want to call them, the ones with the bottoms that come off. Basically what I did was I had Mod Podged the bottom, okay? And then I put either glitter or stars on it. So here's the stars that I put on the bottom. Here's the glitter. And then what I did was, like I did on the glass, I hot glued beads around. I have gold beads and silver beads, and I'm taking the gold cup and putting it on the silver one. Whoops, just like that. Be careful, because you don't want to break it like I just did. So I'm going to have to glue that together and put some more glitter on it, but there's that. Okay. And then the glitter with the stars and the silver gently, just like that. So now they look a little festive, ready for New Year's. So where I had just cracked this, I'm gluing the bottom, and then I'm going to hold it together for a couple seconds. Now if you can see, or it makes you not happy that there's a crack in it, you can always put Mod Podge and glitter on it so that you won't see it at all. Okay? Now when you're done and it's hardened, the Mod Podge and the glitter and the stars, then what you want to do is seal it with Mod Podge and have it sealed. So it's very simple, very inexpensive. So now you got two pretty jazzy little champagne plastic cups. You can put juice in for your kids, or ginger ale probably, because if you're having champagne they're going to want bubbles too, so ginger ale. So I'm going to make a little tray. So that will be our next craft. For this craft, I have this little plastic tray. You can get as big of a tray as you want. I'm all about a little bit of sparkle and shine for 2021. So basically, nobody's going to be eating off of this. This is going to hold either my champagne glasses or my utensils. So I am just putting a generous amount of Mod Podge on my little tray, because this needs pizzazz too, you know, to bring in the new year. I love sparkly for the new year. So you want to coat your entire tray like I'm doing. Then I'm going to take my scatterings, or whatever you want to call, what is this called, confetti, and put that on your tray. Make sure you get some on the sides, even if you have to stick it on there yourself. And then I'm going to get my reindeer, not my disco, geez Louise, reindeer. I was thinking reindeer disco, and it's called unicorn disco. Thinking reindeer, Christmas time. And then I'm going to sprinkle this on here. All over, generous amount. And then I'm going to do the sides. And do down here. And this is going to have to dry. So you have this all jazzed up. Now you could take your beads that you have, if you'd like, and put them around the outside. I have an abundance of beads. But what I'm thinking of doing is I have these bows that I bought to use for decorations for New Year's. So I'm going to take it off and take the peel off. I'm going to put some hot glue on it because this will not stay secure for very long. And I'm going to stick one on this side where the handle is. And then one on the other side. They come in two bows together. More glue. And put that on there. And that gives a little bit of more pop and pizzazz. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when this dries. And when it dries, you need to seal it again with Mod Podge and then let it dry completely. So you might want to wait to put your little razzle-matazzle on the side. Okay? So this is what everything looks like for your New Year's festivities. I took basic party hats, put little bows on them to add a little sparkle. Here is my centerpiece. I got these really cute plates at the Dollar Tree, along with these other plates. They come in, I believe, a 6-pack. I then took a silver box and I put these cute gold, they have gold on them, knives, forks, and spoons. And I put a star in the background. I put the lid on the back. Then in here, I just put some of the silver and gold beads and the blowy things, and then I put another star in. Here's the tray we made today with the glasses, the champagne glasses that we've made. The little vases I put on coasters that I got at the Dollar Tree. One's silver, one's gold. And I put the straws in. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please come back. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.